everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a No-Poo update since so many of you guys have requested me to update on my method, and although I have commented on a lot of your comments, I figured I should just do an official video to answer most of your questions. So as of January 2015, I hit my 1-year mark on the No-Poo method, which is super exciting, and I'm very proud of myself that I stuck to something for that long, because usually I get bored or I just forget to do it or something. So I'm actually quite proud of myself that I have been chemical free with my hair for over a year now, since technically it's March, so it's been over a year and a month. So that's super exciting. So last time I updated you guys was right before I left to Thailand, and I was telling you how I bought these shampoo bars and how I'm bringing them on my trip to try them out, and that I was going to incorporate that as my new method for the 3 weeks that I was out there. Since I've came back, I've actually kept using the shampoo bars. I haven't put them away. I think I've gone through 2 sample bars, so I've been through quite a bit of them already. I absolutely love the shampoo bars. Now for my new method, I have been using the shampoo bars mostly, and then I would alternate once a month using the honey method. The reason why I did that was because I think I was on the honey method for a few months. I'm not sure. I don't exactly remember. But I was doing the honey method, wash my hair once a week with it. But as most of you guys know, if you guys have done the honey method, that your hair doesn't feel as clean. Although your hair doesn't get greasy, it doesn't feel as clean when you do the honey method. It kind of, when you first start out, you kind of feel like a waxy texture or some sort of buildup happening in your roots, which helps if you use a boar bristle brush. Even so, it's not the same feeling as you got if you used baking soda or if you used shampoo. So yeah, when I went to Thailand and I used the shampoo bars, I realized how cleansing they actually were. So I figured maybe when I came back that I would just alternate between shampoo bars and the honey method, which is what I have been doing. Another reason why I have been sticking with the shampoo bars is because it's so efficient and so much quicker since they are already there and are already made. Because if I have to use the honey method, I have to go downstairs and do 1 tablespoon of honey with 3 tablespoons of water and mix that and then let it cool down for a bit and then put it in my hair. But because the shampoo bars are just right there in the shower and they're already there, I just have been using those, and then once a month I would use the honey method instead of the shampoo. So I'd wash my hair approximately around 4 times a month. 1 week out of the month I would do the honey method. Or what you could do is stick with the honey method if you like it, but if you want to get that cleansing feeling, do the shampoo bars once a month to cleanse your roots, and then you do it that way. So I've been doing the shampoo bars mostly with the honey method once a month, but I may transition into honey method with shampoo bars, but I'm not really sure yet, so I'm still just experimenting. Now, as I told you guys before, this is just what I'm doing. I kind of just do it on the fly. Like, I'm not too strict on myself with the No-Poo method as long as I'm not using chemicals. For both methods, I have still been using apple cider vinegar, and as most of you guys know from my previous update, I have been using a spray bottle now instead of dumping the apple cider vinegar on my head and then swirling it on the roots, or no, swirling it on my ends. I am hooked on the spray method. I don't think I will ever go back to dumping apple cider vinegar in my hair unless I didn't have a spray bottle. But this is a spray bottle that I have been using. This is from Dollarama, and I just put a little bit of apple cider vinegar at the bottom and then the rest is just water. I just leave this spray bottle in my shower, and so it's already pre-made and it's just sitting there, which is so much better than what I was doing before. So this is just so much easier when it's just already pre-made. It's one less step to worry about. So I use this after my shampoo bars and after my honey method. I just spritz it and then just let it sit there for a few minutes and then rinse it out. I went to go see John recently, and this is what I brought on my travel. I actually made sure to bring my own apple cider vinegar this time, and it didn't leak. This is from Dollarama and it didn't leak. I was worried that it would, so I had it in a couple Ziplocs just in case it did, but it didn't. So I just put a very small amount of apple cider vinegar in here, and then the rest is water. But you can see it's like, it's got some bits in it, which is just because I use raw apple cider vinegar. The reason why I brought my own apple cider vinegar is because the raw apple cider vinegar, which I prefer to use, is actually quite expensive. So for me to travel for a short trip or for a few weeks, it's not really worth it for me to buy a huge bottle of apple cider vinegar, since I won't want to bring it back because it's so heavy. So if you just pre-make your own and make a couple bottles if you're going to be gone for a while or something. So if you just make your own, it'll be a lot better and cheaper. Now something new I have also incorporated into my routine is using cold water to rinse out my hair. Now before I used to do the honey method and do the apple cider vinegar rinse, but rinse everything out with hot water, which is obviously what everyone prefers to shower in. But what I find is that using cold water is better because it closes the cuticles of your hair and prevents it from splitting. So when I do the shampoo bar method now, I'll wash my hair with a shampoo bar, and when I decide to do the cold water rinse, so my shower head will be up here and it'll just spray at me like this. Now what you can do is you can wash your hair with the shampoo bars or with the honey method, and what you can do is just step quickly through or just kind of quickly dodge the water and just go in front of it under here, under the shower head, and then change your water to cold and then lean your head back. Because obviously if you're standing in front of the water and then you decide to change it to cold and then you turn around, the water still hits your hair and your back and your butt and just everything just gets cold. But if you stand right underneath the shower head and then lean your head back, then only your hair will get the cold water, so you won't be too cold while doing it. Now that's what I've been doing to cold rinse my hair, and I find that it's healthier for your hair. Now what else I have been doing, which most of you guys already know, is that I wash my hair once a week. So basically once every 7 days, or sometimes I can push it to once every 8 days or 9 days even. And then I work out quite a bit during the week. I work out like 6 to 7 days a week. So I'll go home from work and I'll go straight to the gym. And what I do to cleanse my hair is just do a water rinse. If I feel that I had a pretty good sweat at the gym and I just want to, you know, just rinse off the toxins from my body and then from my hair. Yeah, so what I do is just, if I really feel like my hair is dirty and I smell it and it still feels gross and whatnot after dinner, I will do a water rinse, and that is it. I'll just water rinse and I just kind of massage my scalp with the water, and then that's all. And then that will also help the grease from building up, which I find that it's kind of rare that I get like greasy hair like I used to with shampoo. My hair takes probably a really long time to actually build up that much grease. I think maybe more than 10 days to actually build up that same amount of grease as I did when I used shampoo. Because when I did use shampoo, it would build up within 2 to 3 days. Anyways, so yes, do water rinses, and I find that if you are just starting out with the No-Poo method, doing water rinses in between may also help you just slowly push back your days of washes. So just start out, do it once every 3 days, and then the next time just push it back another day, so once every 4 days, and just slowly just keep pushing back day after day after day. And then if it just gets greasy, just do a water rinse and just kind of make yourself feel a little bit better, and slowly you will get there, I promise you. Because I find that the transition stage varies depending on your hair and depending on your body, but you will get there eventually, because I'm telling you, my hair and the grease in my hair, honestly, I can't believe how far I've come and how long it takes for my hair to actually get greasy. Like, it's just crazy. It is crazy how much I find myself telling my boyfriend or telling my friends like, oh, I'm just gonna do a body wash. I'm not gonna wash my hair today again. So I mean, with time you'll get there. So just be patient. Please, please, please be patient with the No-Poo method. And you know, if a method doesn't work for you, try something else. You'll find something that works for you. And if you honestly can't find a natural method that works for you, try a low-poo shampoo. And there's so many different low-poo shampoos on the market. Low-poo meaning that it's low in chemicals, but it's basically a shampoo, just less chemicals and less artificial stuff in there. I find that the low-poo stuff tends to be a clear liquid. Now I'm sure most of you guys are wondering how my dandruff is since I started the No-Poo method, and I haven't really touched on it too much in terms of in-depth, I guess. I feel like everything's kind of a blur now from when I started, so I can't really pinpoint too much in detail about my dandruff, but from what I know at this point in comparison to when I used to use shampoo, is that my dandruff has definitely gotten a lot better. Now, has any of these methods gotten rid of them? No, not yet. So I'm not really sure if I have some sort of skin condition or if it's something with my diet, because I know diet can definitely affect certain things such as dandruff or your skin. So it could be that, or maybe I'm not doing enough oil treatments, which I don't because sometimes I don't have time, or I just forget about it, or I'm doing other things. I just get busy, so I don't think to do oil treatments that much, so maybe I could do that more. But yeah, my dandruff hasn't really gone completely, which is kind of a little disappointing. But then again, I would much rather use methods to wash my hair that have no chemicals in it, because it just makes me feel so much better in terms of using less chemicals on my body, because I already use other things that still have chemicals in it, such as makeup. I still use some things that still have chemicals in it, but I am slowly trying to transition that, but just not quite yet. I'm trying to finish my products first. I don't want to put them to waste because there have been a lot of money that's been put into some of these products. Anyways, so there's some days where my scalp won't be itchy at all, and then other days where my scalp will be so itchy that, you know, I just end up doing an oil treatment one, or I end up just doing a water rinse just to relieve the scalp. But it's definitely gotten so much better. I mean, I can't say much. I mean, there's so many other methods out there for dandruff and stuff. I just prefer to use this one right now because it's so easy, and I always have honey on hand, and I have apple cider vinegar on hand, and I have the shampoo bars on hand, which is nice. If it really bothers you that much, then maybe go to a dermatologist if your dandruff is still happening and you want to figure out where it's coming from. So yeah, that's my update on my dandruff. I just want to go over what I have and what I use for my methods, since some of you guys question all the time what I'm using. This is what I have for apple cider vinegar, which I showed you guys already, which is these two spray bottles, one which sits in my shower, the other one which I take on travel trips. And what I use for apple cider vinegar is the Bragg's brand. You can get this at Bulk Barn if you're Canadian. You can get this at probably Whole Foods. So yeah, it's raw, unfiltered, organic apple cider vinegar, and you'll know that it's raw and organic because it has all these little things at the bottom. So yeah, that's what I use for apple cider vinegar, and I've used so little of it. Like this, the reason why it's down here is because when I first used apple cider vinegar, I actually used quite a bit. Like I would put this much out at the bottom of a cup, so it actually, I used it up pretty quick in the beginning. But now that I use a spray bottle method, you use less, because the spraying method, you're not like wasting so much of it because you're not pouring it out, you're spraying it, so it's just coming out in spritz. So you just use just enough to get your hair damp. Definitely use a spray bottle if you want to milk the bottle. So yeah, that's what I use. And for my honey method, this is the honey that I'm currently using. I was using, hold on, let me grab it for you guys. So for my honey before, I was using this brand. Now, the white stuff inside is actually coconut oil, because I put coconut oil in here just for my skin, like to moisturize, so I can just stick my hand in and not contaminate the other jar that I have. So I just put some in here. Anyway, so this is the honey jar slash brand that I used before. It's a Canadian brand. You can find this at Sobeys. It's the raw honey bunny organic honey, and you can find this in the natural aisle. But the only thing is that with this is that it's super expensive. I think this jar on its own is $11, and you're only getting 500 grams. Now, the honey that I'm using now is from a farmer's market, and it's the LEITCH'S honey. I could be saying that wrong, but you're getting 1 whole kilogram full of honey. Like, this is huge. If you can just compare the circumference, it's a little bit bigger, but it's also a lot taller. And you're getting way more bang for your buck, because this is only $12. Yeah, this jar is $12, and that jar, that small one, is $11. And if you want, I'll link their website, because I'm not sure if you can order online, but if you can, I'll put the link down below. And as most of you guys know, I'm using shampoo bars as well, so this is the shampoo bar that I'm currently on. I'm on the bigger one, which I believe is the Neem something. I threw away the package, so I don't remember. But yeah, so this is the one I'm currently using. And for brushes, when I get out of the shower, if you want to brush your hair, I recommend using a tangle teaser, because it doesn't split your ends as badly as using a regular comb. So I use a tangle teaser to brush through my hair just to get out some knots. And on top of that, I have a wooden boar bristle brush. I kind of want to get another one with the boar bristles and some regular bristles in here, just to better get it through my hair, because I feel like when I'm using this, it's just getting on the top layer. But when you do use this brush, you definitely have to like flip your head over, brush it downwards like this, brush it upwards, just different directions, just to make sure you're evenly distributing the oils down to your roots. And that will withhold the grease from building up at the top and it will evenly distribute it down. So yes, make sure you have a boar bristle brush. And I think that is it for my No-Poo method. So overall, that's what I've been using for my No-Poo method recently. That's the new method, I guess. Not really a new method, more like a new routine. So when you are doing the No-Poo method, guys, something that may work for me may not work for you. So don't get too discouraged if you try the things that I'm trying and it's not working. But like I've said so many times in my videos, if you guys have any questions that's not related to the methods that I have used already, like I've done the baking soda method, I've done the honey method, and now I've done the shampoo bar method. So any of those 3 methods you can ask me and I can probably help figure it out or help answer it for you. But otherwise, the other methods I have no experience in. I won't be able to answer on aloe methods, I won't be able to answer on egg methods, I won't be able to answer on milk methods. Like there's just a lot of different natural methods that you can try. But if you are experimenting, I highly recommend you check out the Facebook forum, which I've mentioned so many times, but I will link it again down here and I will link it in the description box. So if you have a Facebook account, or if you don't, definitely make it for this matter, because I'm telling you, the community in this No-Poo method group is amazing. You will have, if you have a question, you'll type it in there and I will promise you within 5-10 minutes somebody will answer it. And then once somebody starts going, just the whole community starts commenting on your comment to help you out and give you so much advice. They just have so much more experience than I do. Like I've only started last year, so I can't really help you too much unless it's on the method that I have already used. So I really do apologize for that if you guys have been commenting on that or commenting on my videos asking me about other methods, and I have been really unhelpful with that, so I really am sorry. But I definitely recommend that you check out the Facebook forum. So on that note, I'm going to end this video, and I hope this update helped you guys out, and I hoped it made my method a little bit more clearer in your minds as to what I have been using, as to the exact products that I have been using. So yeah. So if you guys have any questions on the honey method, shampoo bar method, or on the baking soda method, which I don't use anymore, definitely comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And until then, I'll see you guys later. Subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Cider vinegar, there's just tons of reasons, and this is just compact, it dries, I can carry it around, I don't need to worry about it spilling in my backpack when it goes through the airport. So if you guys are traveling and you're on the No-Poo method, I highly recommend shampoo bars.